Oh, there we are. All right, team. We will do our regular setup. I'm going to start solo without the dogs, but we'll see how long that lasts. And just like usual, go ahead and take your left leg. We're going to do something a little bit, We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to roll out our feet, and then we're going to loosen up our hips with some movement, standing. Then we'll take it down to the mat. See if that helps us get a little deeper into some of our stretches. Go ahead and roll onto the outside rim of the foot. I already had to skip an Adele song while I was waiting, so I'm going to stay at the ready. And then inside rim. And then dig into the heel. How was pool day, Chelsea? Did you survive the chaos? And then the arch. And then ball of the foot. Rolling on the ball of the foot from the big toe to the pinky toe. And then full foot. Now step that left foot on the floor, compare it to the right. See the difference from the one that you worked out the kinks, and then we'll go after the right. Oh my gosh, what a long day. You're such a good mom. I mean, it's worth it when they're having so much fun, but that is a long day. And outside rim. Are you going back today? I feel like today is the super hot day, right? And inside rim. I'm excited. We're taking my dad. I thank you for his help with the play. We're taking them to that Elvis movie. And dig into the heel. And then roll into the arch. Yes. And ball of the foot. It's so much work. On the front end and the back end. There's so much prep. And it's not like when you go on a trip and you're like, oh, I'll just buy it once I'm there if I forget it. And then full foot. It'll be good. I can't think of, and then step your right foot down onto the floor next to the left. I haven't hung out with my dad in a while, so it'll be good. And then you're gonna open up that left hip. So take the knee and circle it out. I think it's gonna be really heavy. But my dad has always been into Elvis, so it'll be good. It'll be good. And he gets really hot, so on this hot day, it's good to have something that you can be cooled off and reverse. But ever since when I called my mom, I asked Vic if he was okay, like if we could take him. And then one more. And then right leg. Yes, they are. I feel like it makes sense. But I was thinking in the middle of the night that when we do all of our and reverse, all of our stretching, if we could do, because we're going to do some kicks after this. And so I was thinking if we could do some loosening up with the hamstrings before we, and hip flexors. Vic, if we could go. Oh. Is it back on, team? Now my thing. Now my screen looks better, so let's see. Okay. That makes me nervous. If it freezes like that again, I was typing. So I've been doing this the whole time. So did we miss all of this? Should we do this again? The kicks forward, right? Okay, so let's go into these where we are swinging them. Sometimes it's helpful to hold on to something and to lean in and come this way. So if you have a couch or something, you can lean into it so that you can get a little bit of momentum in that. But what I was going to say, I'm afraid to talk about the movie. I don't want it to freeze again. But what I was going to say is once I asked Vic if Okay. I'm going to see if it fixes itself when we do the other leg. Go ahead and do the other leg. And then I may do some. When that used to happen, and it hasn't happened in a long time, I would do a different link and try that. It's probably better if it's a little pixelated. I might prefer that. And then we're going to kick it forward, team. And we're just going to cross our fingers that we can get through it. What I was saying when it cut out then is that sometimes with balance, it's better to do a few, like get a few on one leg so that you can get a little momentum built and then do the other. So you can do it that way or sweep it right to left. We're just trying to get the hamstring into the glute to lengthen a little bit. But what I was starting to say is that when I asked Vic if we could take my parents to that movie, and then I was on the phone with my mom, and the entire time I was on the phone with my mom, Vic was talking like Elvis. And then come down to your mat, team. We're going to massage out our quads, but we're not going to spend a lot of time doing it because of that delay. So treasure it. You'll do on your own, toes in, toes out. So the whole time I was talking to my mom, Vic was talking mainly to me, sometimes to my mom, but always in an Elvis impersonated voice. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a long, because that was Friday. I'm like, this is going to be a long weekend if he does this until the movie. And my mom was laughing. She was like, like, bummer to be you. And then my dad, who wasn't even around when Vic was doing that, comes in from the other room. And he's talking, also impersonating Elvis. And I'm like, see, that karma circle was real small. Looks like we both are going to have that kind of weekend. But then Vic was over it. He didn't do it after that. So, shoot. And switch legs. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think like once. I know we did something quad dominant, and I'm feeling it right here. That was what was funny, is that's how my mom was acting. And then when my dad started doing it, I'm like, haha. I'll take him. Making me laugh is that, that would get old. Especially because I was never really into Elvis. I think because because I was born after that. Was popular, and then get rid of your bar. We're gonna take it all the way down to our mat. Let's start with the upper. So you'll take your mat at your sternum. But my dad always was singing Elvis songs in the shower. I do remember that. Open the heart. Move that around till you find a spot that feels nice and open for the heart. Big breath in. As you exhale, wrap the right arm on top. Unwrap. Circle. Left arm on top. Unwrap. Circle. 2 more. Right arm on top. Unwrap. And left arm on top, last one. Circle. And then as you bring your arms down to the side, go ahead and roll off the ball. You're going to lay all the way down so that you can establish that back gap before and after. So feel underneath, length and height, and then lift your hips, lay your hips on the ball, open the legs. Inhale. You use those strong, long inhalation and exhalation to release and let go of the tension, the tightness of the hips. And then heel toe out. Yes. Yeah. So that guy Lisa did you, and then take the knees, drop them in. I'm getting a little city view. Now when my neighbors walk by, it's going to be even funnier. And then go ahead and heel toe your feet in. Let the knees come in and hang open. That would make more sense if I saw it. But that actor really had like a, I don't want to say breakdown, but like the role was so heavy for him that he struggled afterwards. And it goes to show. Oh my gosh. That Victor. And then close your legs, straighten your legs, and kick it. I bet he thinks I opened the garage door. We'll see if it gets left open. Flex your feet. And then hold. Open up the legs. Close, bend the knees and open. It's going to be so distracting to me. I'm going to try not to pay attention. Close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet, and open. And when Vic starts his truck, it's going to be real loud. Close the legs, bend the knees, and open. I didn't open the garage door, question mark. And then close, straighten them, flex, and open. Close, Last time. Bend and open.
Disconnected.
I feel like we're haunted in here today. Close the legs, straighten the legs, flex and open. Take the legs, press the legs out. And then come around the back side and pull. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees, set one foot down at a time, lift your hips off the ball, roll down, and then feel the after of that. So your back should melt into the floor, roll yourselves up, and then open the legs. Thank you. Stacy and Dan got this for me, as you know, but I love it too. I'm sure my face was hilarious because I didn't see him. And I think he moved the garage door opener into this car. I don't know. And switched, so I don't even know how he did that. And mine's didn't, so it couldn't, I don't think anyone walking by would have gotten in my car. I don't know. But I guess with my jam and music, he could have come out and been very stealthy and walked out the garage. But now come center, tuck the left knee in, rotate and reach towards that right car. But it is taking a lot of self-control to not shut it. Because now it looks like I'm having a garage party by myself to all the walker rides. And then bring that right leg all the way across. Rotate. It's a good lesson in not worrying what others think, right? As we come into this rotation, this hip wants to hike up and we're trying to press that hip down. So you want to make sure that with that tightness, even if it's not touching the ground, in trying to get it to touch the ground, that's going to help get that fulcrum for a little bit deeper rotation. Early in the morning, I still get a little bit nervous. And then take that left hand, pick up that right foot. Even when I know it's been forever, I can still feel the spin. Inhale. Exhale, place that right foot on top of the left. Lean in. Don't know if you get it, 'cause I can't express so thankful I am. That's a cool voice. You're always with me when it hurts. I know that you understand. Come on up, nice and tall. Sit on your right hand, left hand, gentle pressure. That'd be funny. Well, luckily, the garage door that opens, or that's opened, is the middle one, and I'm on the north side. So they'd have to really be, like, super curious. Release it, bring it across. You can stay here or full wrap. Big breath. As you exhale, unwrap your arms, take that right leg, send it back, and turn into pigeon. Breathe. Now push into your hands. Dig your right toes into the floor and then pop up onto that left. Drop the hip. Yeah. Me too. Come up, rotate that back foot. I would, except for the interruption of the noise, and proving to myself I can. And left hand down, right arm up. Straighten that left leg. And then bend that left knee, lift up, reach back. Inhale. Exhale, spiral down. Drop your back knee. Rotate that left foot out to the side. You can crawl down. You can reach back. Try and drop that left or that right hip. And then as you come back to center, turn back to the front and tuck the right foot in. Yes, me too. I agree. We're a persistent bunch. Big breath. As you exhale, take that left leg, bring it all the way across the right. Draw this right hip down, rotate. I'm just really very grateful that the internet's working. Ish. I never know when it starts to do that, if it's just going to be one of those where we spend the whole time trying to get back together. Push into your left hip. Now come center, left or right hand picks up the left foot. Now we'll go down with fishing. Now we'll and then lay that left leg on top of the right. You get to choose if that doesn't make sense for your knees, put it in front and then lean in. Breathe. And then come on up. Sit on that left hand. Right hand gentle pull. Inhale. As you exhale, release the grip on the head and bring that left arm across. You can stay here or full wrap. It's like we were talking about earlier in the week. Your inhale is typically going to be, it's different for everyone, but more likely your inhale is easy to slow, and that exhale, go ahead and release the arms, is a little bit harder to stay conscious of. Take that left leg, send it back, turn into pigeon. And so in your breathing, when we really focus on that exhale, coming out in a slow, controlled way, you'll not only get that breath control, which is so good for the brain, for the body, but also we can focus on releasing the tension in the exhale. And then if we hold the exhale, that release lasts longer. That can be releasing tension in the body. That could also be releasing what's heavy on your heart or your mind. But in that exhale, to release and try and kind of cleanse and start over. Push into your hands. As you push into your hands, dig into your left foot and then pop up onto the right. and lift all the way up. Turn your left toes, reach the arms in opposition. Take your right hand down, left hand up. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love. Straighten that right leg. Your ways will be. And then soften that right knee. Lift up, reach back. Guess it's true, I'm not good and I want to stand. And spiral all the way down. But it's still drop that back knee. These nights never seem to go. Vic thought I opened the garage door. He's like, I thought that was weird that you had the garage door open. Reach back. And come back. Now you're going to take both knees so that they're back. Find child's pose. And then rotate all the way over onto your back. Once you're on your back, tuck the knees in. Rock them a little front to back. As we come into our last stretch, team, if there's something that works better for you, feel the freedom to change. You can lay in Shavasana, take that right leg, lengthen it out. And then take your left leg and bring it across the right. Right hand, gentle pressure, left arm, goal post. Look over your left shoulder. And come center. Switch the leg. Move that right leg around a little bit. And then bring your right leg across the left. Left hand, gentle pressure on the right. Goal post the right arm and look over. Inhale. Now come back to center. Tuck both knees in. Rock front to back. Put the left foot on the right knee. Pull that in. So again, flexing the foot, pressing your left knee out, pulling the right knee in can deepen that stretch. And then go ahead and set that down to the right side. Right hand hooks the thigh. Goal post the left. Look over that left shoulder. And come center. Switch that. Right foot on the left knee. Pull that left knee in. Push the right knee out. Flex that right foot. Let it drop over to the left side. Hook the foot. Arm comes out. I'm sleeping in the edge. That's something we don't need. Big breath. Gonna bring us to our knees. So come on, let it go. And then go and come back to center. Can you hear the girls in there? Rock it front to back. Oops, excited about something. Probably that she's not out here. She's like, no fair. Roll all the way up. When Dad leaves, he usually lets me out there. With your hand and knee position, round your back. And then extension. And then neutral. Dig your toes into the floor. Press back towards the heels. Walk your hands in. As you dangle, whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, leave what you don't need to carry around today. And then slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll those shoulders back and down so the heart's open. Big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale. Give yourselves a big hand. Happy Sunday, team. Thank you for working through all of the things this morning with me. As always, better together. So I appreciate you being here, doing something good. No, the paint pants you would be able to tell because they would look like sponge painted. How did I miss that? Yes, but I still do have those pants. Those pants, remember, they're those, it's very sad because I feel like those are what I wore a lot in the cold days because they're lined. They would be super hot right now out here, but I still have them because I refuse to throw them out. Aw, thanks, Heidi. It feels definitely, I feel like, what if we didn't do this? Like, I feel like I'm not getting any more flexible, but I'm not getting any less flexible. So we'll just celebrate that. So it's got to be good for us, even though I feel like at some point I should be able to do it without wanting to hold my breath. And well, I guess we do a lot of stuff to put it back in. Aw, thanks, Lise. I love you, friends. You're the best. Have a great rest of the day. I'll fill you in on Elvis. And I like this song. I was just checking out so I could remember who sings it. It was perfect. I think it was perfect, Heidi. I know I am bummed that it has to be so hard. Like, I know when you're trying to stretch, doing any of the typing is a commitment. So I see the effort. I see it. Hopefully you can kind of stay in the Zen space for a little bit longer. That's my hope for you, that you can look out the window and see the beautiful sun and maybe have a coffee or something. But maybe you already did that before. Regardless, I hope you have a great day. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow for Pilates.